Rice. I mean, it seems so simple, right? Doesn't it? It's this staple grain that we've all had, probably a million times. But what if I told you that this one single ingredient is the foundation for this incredible, world-spanning menu of dishes, and each one has its own unique secret? Okay, let's get into it. We're about to explain pretty much every type of rice dish out there.
Just let that sink in for a second. Over half the entire planet relies on rice. And yet, there is this whole universe of textures and flavors and techniques that most of us have never even thought about. You know, from your basic fried rice to a creamy risotto, from sushi to biryani, you're about to see what I mean.
All right, so let's start with the ones that probably feel the most familiar. These are the everyday powerhouses of the rice world. We're talking the quick, simple, and super satisfying staples that you'll find on tables pretty much everywhere. And first up has to be the classic, fried rice. Now, the really cool thing about fried rice is that it was basically invented to use up leftovers. And here's the secret. You have to use cooked, day-old rice. Why? Because it's drier and the grains separate way better in a hot pan. You just toss it in with some oil, veggies, maybe an egg, and boom. In just a few minutes, you have something incredibly fast and packed with flavor. And then, of course, you've got the rice bowl. I mean, think of it as the ultimate canvas, right? You have this simple, perfect base of steamed rice just waiting for literally anything you can imagine. Grilled meat, fresh vegetables, a rich, savory sauce. It's such a fundamental idea, and you see versions of it in countless cultures, from Japan all the way to Latin America. So that kind of covers the basics, but now let's get into where things get a little more complex. We're moving on from simple toppings to dishes where the rice itself is cooked with everything else, soaking up this whole world of flavor, all in a single pot. Yep, these are the one-pot wonders. Okay, say hello to biryani. Now this is not just rice mixed with stuff. No way. It's a total masterpiece of layering. You've got this fragrant, long-grain rice layered with spiced meat or vegetables, and it's infused with aromatics like saffron and mint. Then the whole thing is slow cooked, so every single grain gets packed with this rich, bold flavor. It's amazing. Now let's jump over to Spain for paella. This dish is cooked in a special, wide, shallow pan for a very good reason. As the rice simmers away with seafood or meat, saffron, and all those vegetables, it absorbs all the liquid. But the real magic, it happens at the very bottom, creating that crispy, toasted layer that everyone fights over. It's called the socarrat. So you see the crucial difference here, right? While they're both technically one-pan rice dishes, the whole technique is completely different. Biryani is all about building things vertically, the layers, the aromatic steam. Meanwhile, paella is all about the horizontal, that wide surface area that gives you that signature crispy bottom. And we can't forget pilaf, whereas it's also known pulau. With this method, the rice is usually toasted in oil or butter first, and then it's cooked in a seasoned broth. See, that little step is what keeps all the grains separate, creating this incredibly light, fluffy, and deeply flavorful result that's totally different from just boiling rice in plain water.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about flavor infusion. Now we're going to switch gears and focus on something else, texture. This next set of dishes is all about the incredible transformations that rice can go through, turning it into something completely new. I'm talking from creamy and smooth to sticky and chewy.
And this is the perfect example, risotto. The secret to this Italian classic is 100% in the technique. You use a starchy, short-grain rice, and you add warm broth just a little bit at a time while stirring, constantly. It's that constant motion that coaxes the starch out of the rice, creating its own luxuriously creamy sauce without adding a single drop of cream. Now let's talk about a totally different kind of texture, sushi rice. So many people think sushi is all about the fish, right? Well, the real foundation, the heart of it all, is the rice. It's a specific short-grain rice that gets sticky when you cook it, and then it's seasoned with this perfect, delicate balance of rice vinegar, sugar, and salt. That unique stickiness and flavor is what holds the whole thing together. And on the complete other end of the texture spectrum, you've got rice porridge, which is known as congee in a lot of Asia. For this, rice is cooked with a ton of liquid, water or milk, until the grains literally break down completely. What you get is this super soft, comforting dish that's incredibly easy to digest. And it can be savory or sweet, kind of like a rice pudding. And hey, don't confuse this with sushi rice. Sticky rice, or glutinous rice, is a totally different variety of rice. It's naturally super low in a certain kind of starch, which makes it incredibly sticky and chewy when you steam it. It's used for everything from savory little food parcels to amazing sweet desserts like mango sticky rice. So let's recap. We've seen fried, layered, simmered, stirred, seasoned, and steamed rice dishes. They all seem so incredibly different. But believe it or not, there is one simple, powerful truth that connects every single one of them.
I mean, after looking at all this, from a fluffy pilaf to a creamy risotto, what is the one common thread? What's the real secret here?
And here's the wild part. The secret, it isn't actually the rice itself. Yeah, sure, different varieties of rice definitely help, but that's not the real answer.
It's the method. It's the technique. The cooking process changes everything. It's the action you take that transforms this one humble grain into something completely and totally distinct. Just think about it for a second. That high heat, super fast stir frying, that gives you fried rice. Careful layering and slow steaming creates a biryani. That patient, slow simmering and constant stirring, that results in risotto. And that precise seasoning and cooling transforms rice into sushi rice. You see? The method is the master.
So the next time you have a plate of rice sitting in front of you, you'll actually be able to see beyond just the grain. You'll get it. You'll understand the process that created its unique texture and flavor. You'll know exactly why it is what it is.
The power isn't really in the ingredient, it's in the technique. And now that you know that, the only question left is, what are you going to make?